Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. As you can hear, I still have my freeloader, but I'm not allowing him to slow us down. April 29th is the wedding anniversary of William and Catherine, and I'm going to do a year ahead for them as I did last year. I'm using the Simply Lenormand. It's a cute little watercolor deck that you can find on Etsy. And she has the mini cards and the regular size cards. But I'm going to stick with the mini cards for this reading as I'm trying out a new camera. And I don't know how big the tarot table will show up. So without further ado, happy anniversary, William and Catherine. I remember I was in Spain when they got married, and I had to go to an English restaurant, or a British restaurant, to watch the wedding. So it was fun to do it with a lot of my British friends. There was a place called Monroe's, and it's not called Monroe's anymore. I believe it's called the Flame, something, the Blue Flame or something now, which is sad. It had a Marilyn Monroe theme to it. It was kind of fun. They had a great Sunday lunch. Oh, their Sunday lunch was amazing. Roast beef and roast pork with all Yorkshire pudding and all the roasted potatoes. And oh, it was so good. So good. Beautiful gravy. Oh, what do we got here? The child. A child might have new beginnings here. New begins, and I think it is their 13th anniversary, isn't it? There we go. So the cards are telling me that they are tuned in and they are ready. One more shuffle. And let's see, the year ahead for William and Catherine. Oh, that was interesting. Only one fell. 3, the ship. The ship. Your ship is coming in. Well, we've got the whip. I'm not surprised we have the whip here. The key. I like to see the key. The man. The book. Oh, yeah, we have unknown. Oh, and then the child showed up again. The child showed up again. Interesting, on top of the 3. And the 3, they have 3 children. The heart. Like that. What's this? The anchor. They have unknown troubles that we're not to know about. That's quite a drag on their life right now as a couple. The lilies. Peace of mind. Oh, there they are looking at each other. Love that. The woman, the crossroads. Oh, look at that. Big Ben showed up. Big Ben showed up. So the tower. The tower. All right. I'm glad to see the moon. Now, the moon means something different in Lenormand than it does the tarot. I hope I'm speaking loud enough, but honestly, this is the loudest I can get my voice out. Okay, it looks like William is finally going to have some peace of mind. The children are going to be a big part of their life. They have unknown troubles that are a drag right now that we're not to know what they are, but they do get over them. They do get over them, especially with the key here. The key will unlock a lot of doors for them, especially next to the tower. Things that were bothering them in the past, they will get over. Catherine's going to have to come to a huge decision here. And I'm not worried. She's going to make the correct decision. Their careers are going to be very important to them this year. That, William, I'm still calling that William might get an elevation. He does have peace of mind here, though. He does have peace of mind. Catherine is really something about her past that she has to make a decision. I'm really glad we don't see the tree here, which is her health. It looks like there's something about their love from the past that is and we are not to know. The book is closed. The cards are very clear. When the book is closed, we are not to know. So and we look here at the 4 corners. This is Catherine, and she's looking to the past. And here we have the tower, which is the past or authority. Interesting, it's Big Ben. And there was a thing there about the omens on the horses, and people pointed out Big Ben stopped. And when it started again, it rang 11 times, even though it was on 9. Um, so that's very interesting. This is here. So there's something from Catherine's past that we are not to know, that she's actually dealing with. And I think this is her health. It's the drag right now on their relationship. I think it's the her health, and she's asked for privacy on that. And see, the clock agrees with me. And I think the children are going to be a big part of their life in the next year, of course. Not only healing their relationship, not only healing Catherine, but also healing what the children went through. They might go on a really overseas trip with the children, or take them on a cruise of some kind. That's also a possibility. So if once Catherine is well enough to travel, I think you will see a nice big family vacation coming up. I think their relationship is actually going to have a restart. And like I've said before, when you go through something traumatic as a couple, the last thing on your mind is the passion part. It's basically just trying to get through this trauma, this tragedy. And you see it many, many times when a family loses a child. The marriage actually goes on the brink almost, and it takes a lot to come back. I'm not saying that their marriage was on the brink at all whatsoever. I have read time and time again that there was some disagreements, how the media was handled and whatnot. And that's to be expected. They're human beings, people. They aren't on pedestals just because they're beautiful and royal. They're human beings, and in a complicated relationship that they have to, complicated in the fact that they have to do it out in public. Just a minute. I don't know what she's barking at. When I'm not well, she gets unwell as well. One moment, please. Sorry about that, but you know what? It gave me a chance to look at the camera, and I just see this bottom part here is cut off. I apologize, brand new camera, little bit of growing pains, but I mean, I'm not editing this. I don't have to, because there's no more cards to pull. But I think sometimes the tower can be health, as for example, hospital, for Catherine here. But they are going into a brand new cycle. Definitely here with the moon. The moon means cycles here. It could be also your public persona. It also could be your career. It's how you're reflected out in the public. And I'm really glad to see the lilies here, because it shows that things are more peaceful and calm, and they will be for quite some while here with the anchor. The decision here, Catherine has to make a decision. She will make the correct decision with the key. She'll rely on past peace of mind, but she definitely has to make a decision here. Is it about William? It could be. It could possibly be. Interesting when we did that reading about one of the questions was, will Catherine be queen? And the answer was no. And a lot of people said, well, she can be queen consort. So it's the way you answer the question. So, I think in this respect, it'll be, do I come out in public if William is elevated to regency or whatever? I think this is what the decision here is. Because we have William and the children and a decision about that. Again, I'm not saying they're separate. I don't see any of that here whatsoever. Also, for you sugars, there's no snake here, which would indicate a third party. There's nothing like that whatsoever. I think this is just, I think this is just pretty much what I call a mother's guilt, especially with the moon here. The mother's guilt that, you couldn't be the wife and the mother while you were recuperating. And for all your moms out there who have had gone through, a significant medical situation, you do feel guilty that you can't be all that you can be for your husband and your children. And, yeah, it's a mom thing. And I don't think you understand unless you're a mother. So I think she's looking back, and I think it's somehow she's going to have to come to a peace of mind about that it is what it is. And, and everybody's fine. There will be some healing in this family, absolutely. I think also Catherine's going to. We might see some kind of decision about how much longer she is going to be out of the public eye. I was hoping to see the garden here, which would indicate public, but we aren't seeing that. She has to make her decision. She has to be at peace with her decision, how much she wants people to know. But yeah, I think we're going to see William also has to make a decision how much he wants to travel this year, right? He's got his Earthshot Prize and other royal duties. The decision is actually a little bit difficult for him, whether he wants to go or not. I have a feeling he'd have to go by himself, so that's what the decision is. The children are actually going to be such a big part of their lives. The peace of the children, the peace of mind of the children are going to be forefront for them, more so than a couple, even with the heart here. And even with them looking at each other, and peace of mind and the key, great success in all affairs. They might unlock a door to Catherine's health, for example. But there's something here we are not to know. And fair enough. I think they're more concerned about the healing of the children. William is more at peace with what is going on. And I think we're going to see, I'm wondering if it will be quite a while before we see Catherine with this anchor here and the decision, because the anchor can be long term, and so it could be a while before we see her feel confident come out. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with her looks and her hair. Let's be honest, if she's going through a rough treatment of chemo, she could be losing her hair. And her hair is a big part of her beauty. I think she's beautiful. She could wear her hair like Williams. They could trade hair, and she'd still be beautiful. She's just got this natural beauty about her. But we all have our self-esteem issues. And she's always had very beautiful, long, luscious locks. And I'm wondering, because this photo here is showing short hair wearing a hat. I wonder if it's just her confidence to come out that she looks so much different, especially with the moon card here, the reflection that she's giving. She might, and I know there's beautiful wigs and whatnot, but this is a big decision that she has to make for herself. And it might be quite a while before we see her. A big, big while. Interesting. Do you remember I did that destiny reading for Catherine? And in 10 years, she really struggles with her health and her looks. And maybe in 10 years, she's struggling with this again. She's a human being. And when you're so photographed and so much is put on your looks and how you look, and you've got the barking mad dogs across the sea who are willing to lambaste you in public on social media, I can't say I blame her. I honestly can't say I blame her. I wouldn't either, to tell you the truth. And I don't have a tenth of the look she does. And if I knew I had that many enemies, they would not see me any way, shape, or form looking any bit a little bit different than normal, because they'll rip her apart, which is sad. Really, really sad. But yeah, there's something here something from the past we are not to know about that she has to make the decision for. All right, well, I guess interesting year 13. And I think they're going to have new beginnings. I think there's a new, fresh start for their relationship. What they've been through, I think, if they want to, it's the same relationship but different. And I think many of you who've been in a long-term relationship know what I mean. It's a new, fresh start for this relationship. This 13th year of their 14th year of their marriage. They've done 13 years. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.